now tuned in to your favorite host of choice, Mr. Aketa Jones, Mr. Aketa Jones, Mr. Aketa Jones. Hey! Let's go! Turn your radio up and just listen to your voice, your business. You're now tuned in with your host of choice, Miss Aketa Jones, the lady with the voice. Miss Aketa Jones, Miss Aketa Jones, Miss Aketa Jones, the lady with the voice.
What's up, everybody? Listen, when I am looking for an actor, writer, producer, and director to be a guest on my podcast, Your Voice, Your Business podcast, this is what I'm looking for. You guys, I want you to stay tuned for my next guest, Mr. William Uschold. Man, well-rounded brother. When I say he knows his stuff, you name it, he knows how to do it. And this show was this show was so good. Oh man, y'all stay tuned.
In Atlanta.
Really?
So when we got out here, when I got out here, and my son is actually in the show. So me and my son came out here to do the show. And I was like, man, let's just call my wife. I was like, let's just move to Atlanta. It's opportunities out here, you know, all the movie things is going on. And came out here, built a home, and made it home.
Amazing. You've been doing big things since you've been here.
That's what they say. I'm not sure if that's...
Yeah, that's big. You work with
We don't know who they is, but yeah.
heavy hitters in the industry. Of course, I don't want to name drop because I don't want to think I'm trying to get clout because I don't have to do that. But so you've worked as a writer, producer, showrunner, and a director. At what point did you realize directing was the next step in bringing your vision to life?
Good question, because honestly, I'm a producer at heart. I started off as a producer and a writer. I wrote my first film and produced it and EP'd my first film. I did everything myself along with my business partner, Tyrone Dangerfield. We own a company called Oakland Film and TV. But I don't know, after a handful of films in, I felt that directing was something I wanted to jump into, because all the films I was really either directing or co-directing anyway. I knew where the vision, what type of vision I wanted, what direction I wanted. And I was like, why not just step in that seat and do it? So actually one of my films called Have You Seen Her? This is my directorial debut. It's actually being shopped around right now. Has a lot of interest. That's coming out. That has Danielle LaRoche in it, Takara Jones, the supermodel.
Yeah, Takara.
Yeah, we all love Takara.
Yes.
Gregory Allen Williams, you know, a pretty big cast. So beautiful cast.
Wow, that's amazing. So how did you learn to do all of these? Did you learn by trade? Did you go to school?
I'm a Gemini. I don't know if anybody believes Geminis, but
yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, we feel we could do everything.
Aries,
and that's just always been. What are you?
I'm an Aries.
Yeah. So you understand. So yeah, we feel we could do everything. And that's just it. I didn't go to school for filming.
Wow.
I woke up one day. I come from the music industry, just to give you a little bit background. Yeah. So I started off in the music industry very, very tough. I was in the music industry for 20 something years.
Wow.
And then I just gave up on music because I started making music I really didn't like and started working with people that I didn't like. So I was like, what can I do creative in my older years? And I was like, filming. So I didn't know anything. I woke up one day, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make a movie.
Wow.
And
just like that.
Yeah, just like that. And just gave up everything and started making a movie, started writing on the script. Took me about a year to write the script. Yeah, I was writing it in words. It wasn't even in final draft. Produced it myself. I spent my own money. And that film, my very first film, won 12 Best Film Awards. And that's what really jumpstart my vision in moving forward in film.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So how do you balance those titles, those hats that you wear, from producing to writing? Because I know, do you do it all at the... You can't... No, wait. Can you do it at the same time on set? That's hard.
You know what? It's been a very hard juggle, but fortunately, with the grace of God, I don't have a 9-to-5. I just really just focus on my businesses and my creativeness. So I mean, God has blessed me with the time to do certain things. Like right now, I'm currently writing on a new script. I'm also producing.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter E. B Hair Studios, located at 5584 Timaquana Road on Jacksonville's west side. Stop by and see my girl EB today and tell her I sent you.
Seeing with Heartbeat Entertainment with Kevin Hart right now doing, yeah, I'm doing 5 verticals. We've already completed 2 and they've been greenlit to full feature film. So we're gonna be shooting those feature films probably in September. But needless to say, you have to juggle the time to do it, you know. So I'm
Absolutely.
I'm directing, I'm producing, I'm casting, looking for locations. I'm always constantly thinking that in my head. So when I get down to it, it's already pretty much pre-prepared, if that makes
Wow.
sense.
And it does make sense. And you mentioned it's because of the grace of God.
Yeah.
Because of your faith, how do you maintain your integrity? I guess because you're the boss and you can write what you wanna write, but how do you maintain, because a lot of people that I've seen in the industry have gotten caught up, we're not gonna go too deep into that, and lose themselves. How do you maintain your faith and still be grounded in what you believe?
Yeah, I mean, that's a very loaded question, but
Mhm,
it's possibly one of the realest questions I've been asked because I would say coming into the industry, I could say I was robbed. Or, yeah, I was robbed for a large portion of money. So just like you said, how did I learn? I learned from making mistakes.
mm,
So my very first film, before I even did the film, I wanted to do a trailer first, a sizzle reel.
mm,
So I got with somebody that pretty much was handed to me and noted that they did film. So they they charged me a whole lot of money. I thought that was the thing to do, pay them money.
mm-mm,
And man, just wasn't what I expected. And in my mind at that time, I could have went 2 different ways,
mhm.
the street way or
Ooh,
yeah, yeah, I'm square by choice right now, but I could have went the street way or just took it as a lesson. So I took it as a lesson, and the lesson really made me think about, it was just a course for me. I paid for my
yeah,
own lesson. You know what I'm
wow.
saying? And then it led it to the right direction
Mhm,
for my film to be a 12 Best Film Award winner. So I had to learn myself based on, the
mhm,
mistake I made dealing with somebody else. But yeah, back to the question,
mm,
it's a lot of crooks out there. It's a lot of
yeah,
people that are not, on the up and up, and
yep,
that just gives me the mindset like I'm not gonna do people like that. You know what I mean? I'm
mhm.
gonna try to do the best job. I'm gonna try to when I work with people. I'm gonna make sure that I'm up and up.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. And you get blessed more when you do what's right, you don't
Yeah.
have to take the shortcut. That's
Yeah.
what a lot of people
It,
are doing.
it's it, it's not necessary to rob and steal from people in this industry or treat them bad. Like I'm not. If you ask anybody about me, I'm not one of those producers that that's on set like screaming at people,
I was getting
making
ready to ask you that.
let people know I got the power and
Oh,
like it. No, that's to me like I rule the set with
yeah,
kindness and love, right?
yeah,
But at the same time, people know like when it's time to work, it's time to work. And
absolutely.
it's been times when I've had to fire people right on the first day and just make yeah, I mean
Wow,
it not no fault of mine, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you got to set the tone, right? And
right,
let everybody know. But
absolutely.
at the same time, no, I shoot. People love working with me. I love working with
I
people.
know.
Yeah.
I know. For aspiring filmmakers who feel overwhelmed by the industry, what should they focus on first? Networking, storytelling, equipment, or simply creating content?
I would say raising money.
Okay.
Yeah. Learn how to raise money, right?
The
Yeah, no, learn how to raise money, learn how to build confidence and bravery in yourself to be able to go ask for money too. Like industry in any industry, to me, sales is always the key to get further.
mhm.
In the film
Okay.
industry, like you can create something, you can spend years on creating something and writing something and getting, potentially getting a crew together, and then you hit a wall. Like, where's the money going to come from? Right now, if you're one of those creators that have money or one of those creators that have a funding source, yeah, go create. But I would say learn how to raise funds. That's the key, because to me, creation and ideals, that's easy. That's
Wow,
easy. That comes from the sky. Like, for real. Like, that's easy to create. And then also, like, for writers, I always tell writers, of course, write a script. If you want to write a script, go write a script. But as a producer and director and executive producer, when I talk to people that have ideals, I don't even read scripts. I don't want to read a script. I want to know the ideal. Give me a synopsis. Give me,
okay.
give me a 10-second pitch, right?
Mhm.
So I would recommend just write your ideals down. Tons of ideals. Have a book and just have ideals. And if it's something that interests somebody that has funding to get your project done, then start writing on that ideal.
That's
Because time is
amazing.
valuable, right? Time is very
Absolutely.
valuable.
Absolutely.
But that's what I
Name
recommend. I mean, that might not be the
Mhm.
right thing, but that's, to me, time is the most valuable thing in my
Mm.
life. So I need to compartmentalize what is important. And to me, like, if I'm a writer, I'm not writing tons of scripts. I'm going to just jot ideals down because I know I can write a script, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
That's amazing. And it does make sense. So name one chaotic moment on set that you were just like, oh my God, I need this. I'm about to go crazy. Name one moment. And it looks like you got about 5 moments.
No, that's a tough one.
Today's show is brought to you by the letter E. B. Hair Studios, located at 5584 Timuquana Road on Jacksonville's west side. Stop by and see my girl EB today and tell her I sent you.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. But because here's the thing, right? As a good producer, you have to be you put out fires,
Yeah.
right? And as to be a great producer, you have to be proactive, not reactive. So you have to put out fires before it even happened, right?
Right.
But it's not a lot of situations on my set that I've really like had, big problems. I think like I said, the biggest problem I've had to fire a director. I had to fire the main cast member,
Wow.
and also the co-director, all in one day on the first day.
My God. So that means you had to really almost start from square one.
Pretty much. But
Oh,
here's the blessing though. It happened early on. I've been affiliated with producers where they filmed the whole week and then had to fire the main cast member and have to reshoot the whole week.
ooh,
So, I've never experienced that.
I'm a knock on wood. Let me knock on every.
Yeah, I've never experienced
Golly.
that, but yeah, I've known like a couple producers that that had to had deal with that. One for
Mm,
sure a whole week, another possibly like 2 or 3 days in. Um,
wow. Now
but yeah,
yeah.
but that's what good producers do. They are proactive and they make sure that problems don't occur on set as much as possible.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you don't have a lot of time, but we're gonna finish with these fill in the blank questions. It's like a little game that I'm playing only with you. It's not
Only
gonna
with
be
me.
hard, I promise. 'Cause you're probably gonna be my first person I launch because I haven't
Okay.
launched season 3 yet. So season 3 is gonna
Okay.
be launched at the end of this month.
So you gonna
Okay,
ask me a question and what I got to do?
you just gotta fill in the blank.
Okay.
Okay, the best director is
Ryan Coogler, and because he's from Oakland.
he is from Oakland. Okay, and let's see. Every actor should always
Practice their craft.
perfect. Yes. Okay. Success in Hollywood means
Success in Hollywood means to move to Atlanta.
not. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. Okay. Okay. And Atlanta is is the place to be. I just moved here 2 years ago myself. So from Jacksonville, Florida. So check it. I
Okay.
understand. Okay, last question. The next chapter of William Upshold's career is
Is to sit on a beach and just write.
with your wife and just
Yeah,
right.
and just write. That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
Just to rest.
Yeah.
How do you get rest in between before the beach? How do you get rest when everything is over? Once you've wrapped, the wrap party is over, everything. How do you rest? Do you?
You have to. You have to decompress. But the goal, I'm gonna tell you that just to enhance that answer, the goal is just to invest into other people.
Okay. Mhm,
Yeah.
okay.
To invest into other directors, other producers, other filmmakers, and just sit back.
Okay. Do you work with amateurs?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, as far as actors, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. And let me tell you
Because
something too.
I'm mhm. Go ahead.
So I created something just 2 weeks ago called the Actors Village.
Tell me about it.
So,
Go into detail.
with the projects that I'm doing, and then I'm affiliated with pretty much all the producers in Atlanta. When they're doing films, of course they cast, right? We have to cast. So when I put a casting out, I get a million actors hitting me up, DMing me, blah blah blah, right? And it's just too much. So yeah, it's just too many to pick from.
Yeah.
And so what I've created is the Actors Database Village, and it's only a select few of actors. It's a fee to get into the village, right?
Yeah, $29.99.
$29.99, and then I'm explaining that too. But $29.99, one-time fee to get in the village. You have to be an Atlanta resident or surrounding area. And when I cast for films, I go right to my village.
Okay.
And I'm feeding my village. So I'm only casting from my village. Now, main characters, I may cast outside, but that's all relationship based.
Yep.
All like background, day players. I'm going to give these guys in my village an opportunity first. Now,
Okay.
yeah, and the fee will open that up. If I book you for a background, that's already covering the fee, right?
Yep.
So that's the whole thing. And then it shows your seriousness on getting into the village compared to paying Actors Access $40 every month, consistently every month, not getting booked, weigh it out.
What do you look for in act?
Still watching people make money in trucking while you're wondering where to start? Introducing the Freight Dispatch Playbook, your step-by-step guide to launching a profitable freight dispatch business from scratch. Learn how to find carriers, book high-paying loads, negotiate better rates, and grow with confidence. Download your copy today and start building the business you've been dreaming about.
New actors.
For example, if a producer came to me and yesterday, as a matter of fact, and asked me for 2 actors. He was looking for a specific actor, right? Look, and I went in my village. I saw 2. I shot them to him, and he casted both of them.
Wow.
So it all depends on what the producer is looking for. I'm not necessarily looking for acting skills per se, because as a director, I know you can direct anybody to be a good actor per se. So to me, it's just anybody that wants an opportunity. I'm a branch of opportunity.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing. And you really thought outside of the box by doing that, because I don't know any other directors that's actually doing it like that.
Yeah, and I'm not a casting agency. I'm not a manager. I'm not. No, it's let me go to my folder of my people, my village. Let me feed them first.
That's right. I like that. Last question. Any Christmas movies coming up? I love Christmas movies. I want to be in a Christmas movie so bad.
You do. I got a Christmas movie ideal that I'm really pushing. But yeah, it's possibly I'm gonna be doing a Christmas movie, maybe 2 by the end of the year.
Good. I'm submitting my stuff anyway. I was gonna submit Saturday, so.
And I'm gonna keep you in mind for sure.
I appreciate it. So I'm gonna go get some new headshots. I've been not acting. I've been in acting class for a minute, and I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna tell you who my acting coach is on here, because she's gonna come on here and do the show next week.
I might know her.
You know her. I think everybody know her, especially about her role. I'll tell you when we get off. But she is amazing. I can't go into details, but I love her. But do you have any last words? How can you be reached?
I can be reached on Instagram, WILL, the letter U, the director, Will You, the director. You can email me at williamuschold@gmail.com. Last name USCHOLD. And pretty much if you see me at an event, tap my shoulder.
Will do.
Yeah.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you, William, for doing Your Voice, Your Business podcast. Until next time, same place. See you next
Appreciate
time.
you.
Aketa Shine. You're welcome.
Miss Aketa Jones, Miss Aketa